Hello and welcome back to Football Manager playing as FC Eindhoven. We left off and we didn't have the best of times. We did get a win against Top Os, and we also got absolutely trashed by Roda, De Graafschap and Young Ajax, which some of these teams were high up, so it was kind of expected. Although, two goal 3-2, we were quite close. I will say we were nearly there with both of these games, so we were chasing them. Since then, we had a good result for the cup, 4-1. They were a lower league team. It was expected for us to win, but good confidence boost. We took that confidence, went on to play Excelsior, who are actually quite high in the league. They're second. So again, really hard game. We ground out a 1-0 win. From there, didn't go quite as planned. So we got a draw 2-2 against Young Utrecht, which happy with that. They're a tough team to play. We lost 4-3 to FC Dordrecht. And let's just, 1 minute, go on to this result, because it was an annoying game from what I remember. They smashed 4 past us by the 70th minute mark, and we looked gone. I did a couple of wonder subs. Nishi coming on from off the bench, and Demai playing up front with Nishi. Absolute diamond combination, and I think we even missed a chance in like the 92nd minute or something. It's so annoying that we didn't get a draw out of this game, because I think we deserved one by the end of it. But, you know, it was a tough game. We lost 4-3. We need to shore up our defence. One thing I've realised, our defence sucks, basically. So I've been trying to play around with our defence and how they play. We got another draw against VVV Venio, which again, really high in the league at the moment, 4th place, and we got a draw from them. These sort of points can save you from relegation. So, although saying that, I don't think relegation is a thing in this league, but, you know, we'll move on from that. And then Young Ayers, 3-1, we got almightily beaten there, so you know we'll take that on the chin. This video we're going to do Almere City, Telstar and FC Twente, which are going to absolutely trash us in the Dutch Cup because they are in the higher league. I can never remember how you pronounce it. Eredivisie, I think it is. So they are a basically Premier League club, and we are a League 2 club basically. So it's going to be a bad time, but hopefully, I think we're playing at home, so we're not even going to get that higher revenue from it. But hopefully a little bit of money will come in from that. But yeah, overall tactics haven't changed too much. We've got Demai playing as a false 9 now. He seems to play quite well there. So, and then Van der Sand as a attacking forward. Kept the midfield fairly similar. However, Van Son and Dalhouse have both kicked off and said we need more playing time. So I've given them the chance to have more playing time. Van Son has scored, I think it was in the Young Ajax game. He scored an absolute screamer from outside the box. He's played fairly solid. He's quite an older player, so this is probably like his last season with us anyway. So happy just to play him and see how he does. As I said, I've moved around the defence. Virginia and Sam are basically fighting for the spot. Virginia's having bad games every now and then. Sam's having bad games every now and then. So I've decided to just keep rotating them, seeing who plays best. I've chosen to do Pjeinberg and Oostenbrink in the centre because Amivor and Vermeulen both have been playing absolutely awful. Last game, Amivor gave away a penalty in like the 2nd minute and was just playing shocking. And he's supposed to be our captain. I don't know if I want to keep hold of him. I mean, I've got him for an extra year, 2023, but he's not playing well. I mean, actually, I just realised he can play a good no-nonsense fullback position. So I put Amivor on. No. Here. Put him as a no-nonsense fullback defend. That might be where we play him. And then on Oosterbrink, who's only 21, has been a rock last couple of games. He's played really well. His overall rating isn't as high as I'd like it. He's having bad games as well, but he's young, so that's to be expected. So overall, that's the squad. Bertram's again playing absolutely amazing football. I just feel bad for him because he's got these guys in front of him who aren't supporting him how they should. The only other thing which I've done, which I didn't really realise you could do, is I've set that isn't right. That's not what I set. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's defending. It's defending throw-ins. For attacking throw-ins, I've set long throws. So we're just going to absolutely slug the ball into the box. I've seen online that Football Manager 22 is really good for long throws to get some goals. And I think if we're going to survive this season, we need any way to get a goal. So our players are just going to absolutely huss the ball into the box and hope that someone gets on the end of it. I've also done different corners. So on attacking, so as you can see, we're basically swinging that in and then just hoping someone here gets on it. And we've got, is it Paulinho, who's going to burst in, see if he can get himself something. So yeah, overall, just a few tactical changes and a few changes to the team because of just poor play, I would say, probably. So we're going to see what happens here. Hopefully these guys will give me the win against Almere. Where are they in the league? They're 8th, so they're quite a bit up the table compared to us. So this is going to be a hard game as well. But we'll battle on bravely. Okay, so get out there and show the world you've got what it takes. A lot of unsure people for some reason. Okay, that motivated them. I've also gone into doing team talks and saying, trust you to make the difference, do me proud. Because I want them to like feel trusted in this team. So let's kick off, see what happens. Okay, first chance straight away. Amivor again loses the ball. No nonsense, I thought. Okay, they're now holding the ball up in defence. Oh, look at them. Spraying the ball out wide. Plenty of space. Great run. Great pass. Flipping heck, what a shot. Smashed it against the crossbar. We got away with it there. Amivor husses it up. Okay, maybe the long throw. How do you tell him not to do a long... Oh, Van Son, great foot in. I want him to not do a long throw when it's there. When it's in the defence sort of region. Only when they're near. Oh, lovely. Well done, Paulinho. After his first game of scoring a goal, hasn't scored any more goals, but has been solid for us, I will say. Because it's not all about goals sometimes. It's about holding that midfield role. And I think he's done a really good job of that. Amivor lost his man. How have they not punished us yet? 6 minutes in, they've hit the crossbar twice. Okay, their corner. Not liking the look of this. Luckily, they can't finish for Toffee. Half time, I think we had about 2 shots in that half. 3 shots, 1 on target. Man, these lads are testing me today. Slegger's playing really poorly. Everyone else kind of playing an average game, so I'm not going to do too many changes, but I'm going to bring on Angie. And he's going to play as a winger attack. We're going to see if Angie can make a difference, because he's played pretty well as well whenever I brought him on. Demai, Van der Sand, they both have the potential of making a difference, but I think Nishi coming on for Van der Sand might be, if we do that later on in the game, maybe 50th, 60th minute, give Van der Sand another chance. And I'm not happy with that performance though. Disappointed, not creative enough. We're not positive enough. There you go. Van Son demotivated. And Amivor. These two are problems, I think, in the dressing room. Unfortunately, both of them are team leaders. And you can't get rid of the team leaders. It's really frustrating. Because these two are becoming an issue now. Because they disagree with me all the time. Okay. They have the ball on the edge of the box. Come on, boys. Don't let in. We need at least a clean sheet. There's Bertram. Bertram's again. He's on it. Hoof up there. Nice. Angie. gathers the ball. He's got a bit of pace on him as well, but he plays it to Demai instead of trying to take his man. Van der Sand. Oh, I'm so glad I kept him on. Yes! What a goal. And Demai, great assist. That's what we needed to get ourselves back in this game. Look at this. Angie with a nice little neat pass to Demai. Demai gets the ball. Little dipped pass. And Van der Sand just finds that bottom corner. Okay. Free kick in a fairly good position. Paulinho standing over it. Hits it. We've had a couple of free kicks where they've been on target and been good, but been saved. It's a bit annoying. Dalhouse with a corner. Oof. Oh, no. Oh, our corner tactic has not worked out for us. We are exposed. Keep him there. Yes, Seedorf. Oh, that was a risky time. Okay, their corner. We need to hold on. Oh, just over. These sort of results are important. I'm going to pause it. 70 minutes in, I'm going to make a few changes. So, I am going to bring on Nishi. Even though Van Sand's having a good game, Nishi's an impact sub. He's really good at that role. Overall, players not doing well. Dalhouse is looking tired. Amivor is actually playing fairly well. Pjeinberg is the one who's not doing great. Dalhouse. And I'm going to bring on Raz, who's actually proven to be fairly good on this wing. So we're going to confirm them subs. And we're going to play. And hopefully that will make the difference to hold on to this result. Okay, 90th minute. Please don't throw it away now, boys. Amivor's so slow. He let Peters go. Oh my goodness, what the heck happened? How did that not go in? Oh, my heart. I can't take it. And we got the result, 1-0. 3 points on the board. That's exactly what we needed. Van der Sand getting that goal. Amivor got 7.7. I really do not feel like he deserved that. Every time there was a highlight, he lost his man. Demai played great as well. Seedorf, Ostenbrink, again, that young defender is showing us how it's done. He's basically become a first team member for me, and Bertram's is through and through our best keeper. Really special. I would outstretched arms, yes, really special. Everyone's inspired for that. Love it. That puts us up to 14th with 20 points. We were dangerously dropping here in this area where we don't want to be. We're still only 4 points clear of bottom, so it's a really open table at the moment. But if we can get like a couple more wins, we're basically up near playoffs. I don't think we're ready for the next league. I think we need another season to get our team built up, but that's where we are. I mean, that's a pretty good place to be. I mean, we need more wins, basically. So we've got Telstar and then a Dutch Cup game. I think probably being out in the Dutch Cup early isn't a bad thing. Our expectations... Where's the expectations? Club Vision? There you go. We've already reached our expectations. So if we don't get through, fine. Telstar, whereabouts are they? 11th, so they're mid-table as well. That's a game we should be winning. Not because we've got the team that can win it, but we need to win it if we want to stay competitive. And then FC Twente are going to be a really tough game, but you know what? You got to play the tough games, otherwise you're not going to get anywhere, are you? So let's go. Alright, so just quickly, before we move on to our next game, we have signed a central midfielder, 21-year-old, who, he's a pretty good player, I'm not going to lie. Found him on the free. One of my scouts suggested him, so I said, fully scout him, had a look. He's not great, like, compared to everyone at the moment. He's kind of mid-range. He's actually about similar to Van's son, who's our starter. So, but his potential is massive. Similar to Paulinho, high potential as well. So I think he's not going to get regular games. He's not going to play every game, but he's going to be phased in. He's looking like a fairly good option for central mid. And if you want to play a defensive mid, he actually plays fairly well in that position as well. So, yeah, he's Mendonca. Mendonca? Great name to shout as well. Mendonca! For like a goal or something, you know? So, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully he's going to be a good player for us. Not really a position we needed to shore up, but I saw him and I thought, yeah, he was being watched by a few other players. He's already worth 200 to 400k. Even if at the end of the season someone ends up putting an offer for him, it's not the worst thing. We get quite a lot of money out of it. So, okay, so our next game against Telstar. I do have a slight issue that Nishi's manager, because we've got him on loan, is saying, listen, I want you to play him, and he's not getting played enough, and he's not being played in the right position. They want him as an attacking forward. I always play him as an attacking forward, so I don't know what he's talking about. It's probably just game time. He's not playing enough. Overall, sticking with the same team, Slegers on the left, Paulinho and Van Son in the middle, but I've got Mendonca on the bench, and I'm going to bring him on for Van Son about half-time. Give him a half-time debut, just give him half to run out, especially, well, it depends on how we're doing. Also, Jansen is back from injury, so he can potentially slot into that left-back position if Seedorf isn't doing great. We've got a Jinya who can replace Amivor if needs be. So overall, same team, but we've got some changes which we can make at half-time if needed. I think we got a win last time. Hopefully we can get another win here and kind of move ourselves up the table a little. So let's jump in and see. Telstar, I did notice, were on lost their last game, so they're on bad form. What number should I give this guy? Let's give him a 16. He feels like a number 16 kind of guy. And 3 players are concerned with lack of familiarity with the formation. Actually, a lot of players are not that unhappy about the tactics. We're starting to learn them. That's the problem when you first start. None of the players are used to the formation and tactics you want them to play. So they're all starting to get the hang of them now, and hopefully... okay, what do I want to say? I don't want to pump fists. We're favourites, should be winning comfortably. Are we playing at home? We are. Fans expect to win, don't let them down. And then defender, faith in you. Midfielder, faith in you. Attacker, faith in you. Okay, a couple of motivated, the rest just kind of meh. Let's jump in. But yeah, Telstar had lost the last couple of games. Hopefully we'll be able to make them suffer a little bit more on a poor run of form. Okay, they're throwing at 15-minute mark. Okay, they're pushing forward. Nice Seedorf. Really good back pass as well. That could have gone wrong so many ways, but Bertram's hoofs it up to no one. That's a bit frustrating. Just gives it away. Come on, we need to apply pressure. We don't want them to get too comfortable on the ball like they are now. They're just passing it really smoothly, aren't they? Van Dorm. Oh, what a pass. Great save by Bertram's. That was offside, though. Had to be. Thank you. Okay, our goal kick. To literally no one. I need to get his goal kick sorted again. I took off the instructions to pass it short because I wanted to do a mixture, like when there is the chance to hoof it up there, I wanted him to use it, but oh man, the passing has definitely got worse since doing that. So I need to put a bit more restriction on how they play. Oh, nice. Van der Sand got up there. Beautiful. Dowhouse. Loads of space. Don't waste it, please. Puts it in. Slegers. Yes! Whew. That was... I was worried there was going to be a bit of a wastage there with Dowhouse. I thought he was going to just have a wild shot. But Demai finds Dowhouse in so much space. Like, no one covering him there. So he takes his time. Picks the cross. Great header by Slegers. Straight across the goal. Back of the net. And we are ahead. Okay, just before half-time, their goal kick. He hoofs it forward. Pjeinberg, well gathered. I'm liking this back four. I feel like they're a bit steadier than the back four before. Hello, Demai. Oh! My goodness, how did that not go in? What a great pass by Bertram's. And then Demai was just looking for that cheeky chip. Second cheeky chip he's missed, though. I can't remember if it was in a video or not, but he tried a cheeky chip, looked amazing, went past the right post. So I need to watch out for him being a bit wasteful there. Van Son is actually playing better than Paulinho, but he's getting tired. So I'm going to bring on Mandoka. Where does he play best? attacking mid. So actually, we've got an attacking and defend in the middle. That might work quite well. So Mendoka in the middle. Any other changes need to be made? Everyone's playing pretty well. I'm happy with that. I will probably bring on Nishi come the end of the match. Bring him on for Van der Sand. See if we can get a little bit of spice. Add a little bit of spice. Maybe Angie as well on for left wing Sleggers. Although he did score, so I'm not going to take him off yet. Yeah, and actually. No, actually I don't want to say. I want to, like, you can make the difference, but actually I'm just going to keep it as is. I say that at the beginning, not at half time. Let's kick off. Let's hope we have a good second half. It's just the 70-minute mark, so I thought I would probably make the change of bringing on Nishi as an advanced forward. He's been able to score recently, so just looking at defenders as well. Ostenbrink is nervous and deserved his yellow, so this is the issue. I don't really have a centre-back that I'd like bringing on in place of him. So, I'm not sure who. It's Vermeulen, really, or Jansen. I suppose I could bring on... Or I could bring on Sam and put Amivor in the middle. And then make Sam a attacking fullback. Or maybe a support fullback, actually. Yeah, we're going to make those changes and hope that it doesn't come back to bite us. Okay, their corner immediately after the changes, and they scored. Damn it. Oh, no. We'll never know if it was the changes that did that, but it was a good corner. Amivor, I think, was the guy who missed the header, but still a chance. Okay, they're throwing. They're playing it around, passing. Plet now has it. Come on, boys. Close and tackle. Please, get the ball. No! We're throwing it away. Oh, what a pass and what a goal. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, thank goodness for that. It's still a draw. They were off. He was offside. We're playing a little bit of a higher line as well, so that does help with those offside traps, but it does catch us sometimes, as you've noticed. Plet with the header over. We're safe. We need to get another goal though, boys. Come on. Let's demand more. Sam with the super long throw forward to no one. They now have it in defence. I think they're happy to play for the draw from the way they're playing. I don't know. He might hit an absolute screamer of a pass like that. Oh, you're joking. What can you do in that sort of situation? Like, Amivor should have had that header. I'm so annoyed it's brought off Ostenbrink. I didn't want to get him sent off because he was looking nervous and had a yellow. But Amivor missed the header. He's such a bad centre-back. I'm so sick of him at the moment. And that's just lost us the lead. And lost us the game, basically. 5 minutes to go. Their corner, probably going to get third, aren't they? Amivor actually did something for once. I think this is a case where... Oh, Demai. This is a case where the manager is to blame for this. We were winning, and I made changes which I shouldn't have. Our new centre mid played awful today, 6.2. And there's 3-1. Absolutely chucked it away. I'm going to rip the shreds out of these guys in the what's it called, dressing room at the end of this game. I'm going to throw a water bottle and embarrassed. I don't care if you're demotivated. That was an embarrassing performance. Absolutely chucked it away. And now look at us. 20 points, 15th. We're only 3 points off the bottom, lads. Like, this is how it ends. This is how you can lose. Like, we had a little bit of form. We're going to lose it if we don't start bucking our ideas up. Ah, so frustrating. He had his debut. I'm not sure they're going to be singing his praises after that debut, but there you go. Oh, 1 minute. Jury's still out. 20 games in the life of his new club, and his jury talkative manager Sir Scribbles. With no major transfer transactions of notes, with a good, if unremarkable record in the league so far. Scribbles appears to have made steady start at Jan Louis Stadion. Poor form over the first few months season led some pundits reconsidering whether or not they were capable of putting together a respectable campaign. They have generally positive reaction to the wing play style used by Scribbles of late, and there is plenty of optimism in the future. Hopefully there is. Okay, so we are now going to play a very difficult game against a FC Twente side, which are fourth in the Eredivisie. There you go. So they're playing well this season as well. So that's going to be even more of a challenge. We also have the challenge of De Kersmaker and Brim, both players which we haven't been playing too often, to be honest. Both unhappy with their lack of playing time. I think come January, we're going to have to get rid of some of these players to even out our books and see if we can bring in more players. And we have to figure out what players we want to keep hold of. De Kersmaker, I mean, he's a player that could attract a lot of interest. He's on a lot of money. He's a good player. He's a really good player. But if we look at the reports, is he good enough? Because if you look at it, he's on the same level as Andrew Mendoka. Mendoka's on half, not even that, quarter of the money that De Kersmaker is. And I mean, yes, he played poorly on his debut, but we got to give him a chance. We've got Paulinho, much better player than him at the moment and has high potential. And Sleggers, he's basically he's only been with 3 seasons, but that's quite a long time for this squad from the looks of it. So I don't know. This Kersmaker might be one on the out. I don't know. Brim as well might be on the way out as well. Canadian joined us on a free this season. He's played well, to be fair. He's fast as well. Maybe he is worth playing on the left. Just give him a couple of games. But then that means we take Sleggers off. And I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Can Sleggers play on the right? Can. He's just not as good. And then that means Dalhouse, who I've already promised extra game time to, because he is a young, good talent. He's a bright talent for us. His good decision making as well really helps. It's going to be a struggle. Deciding what my best side is. I think my defence, I like this setup. Don't bring out... I need another centre-back, which I can trust. Maybe Van Otterdijk. Otterdijk? There, I think that's how you say it. But he's too young at the moment, not really up to the level yet. We also have Janssen, I suppose, who plays centre-back. He actually plays a fairly good centre-back. So he probably was the person I should have used instead of bringing Sam Uninix. I'm not sure how you say that. Instead of bringing him on last game, I should have bring Janssen on for Osterbrink and left it as it was. And I think we probably would have had a fairly better run. But you live and learn in this dangerous game that is being a manager. So we're going to go for the same team against FC Twente. We could go more defensive, but I feel we're going to get punished anyway. We want to try and get some goals. So we're going to go with this and hope that it works. A lot of concerns over our tactics, but believe. You've got to have faith. There you go. Let's go cause an upset. Faith in you. Faith in you. Faith in you. Okay, so faith in everyone. Let's kick off. Skip this start up. And Sleggers with the first free kick. Oh no. Now they're on the counter. This is the problem though. When we go forward, our defence is seriously like... It takes so long. Oh, Bertram's. No! What a good save to begin with, but he didn't parry it enough. I would have taken a corner. 1 minute in. What a shambles. What I was saying is our defence is a little bit... got some holes in it once we go forward, which I might need to figure out a new tactic to sort that out. Free kick to them. Well done, Bertram's. Great save. Corner. Come on, boys. Just get this out. Headed out. Demai. Oh, chance for a counter. Come on, where you going? He's going up the wing. Put that in. Put that in. Corner now. I mean, it's better than nothing. Got a corner. But that counter would have given us a good opportunity. Dalhouse puts it in. Oosterbrink nearly. This is the problem as well. I set the tactic, put it in the 6-yard area. And the keeper can come out and collect that if we don't get near post. So overall, no more goals in against us. Hold on to that while we can till half time. And then we'll assess our situation. Yeah, okay. So we're going to assess. We are going to bring on Mendoka. Put him as an attacking mid. Paulinho is looking a little bit dangerous. So we're going to bring on De Kersmaker, which is his best position. Advanced playmaker support. Okay, we've got Sleggers doing fine. Dalhouse doing good. Seedorf looking anxious and not happy. And Pjeinenberg not looking good. Oh, man. Pjeinenberg's really not looking good. I'm going to give him a chance to redeem himself, though. I'm going to bring on Janssen as a no-nonsense defend fullback, same as Amivor. That might actually be... I might give Seedorf a rest. And Van der Sand is playing okay, but Nishi will come on soon for him. Dressing room. Let's start hitting the target more often, boys. We don't want to give them the game, do we? Okay, their corner. Swings in. Oof. Just over the bar. Oof. Oh, their corner again. This is not good. Just over the bar. I mean, if they keep hitting it over the bar, fair enough. Let's take that. Pjeinenberg's not playing well. We need to make a change. Pjeinenberg for... We either bring on the youngster or we bring on Vermeulen. Vermeulen, who has been shocking for us recently. We'll make him the cover. There you go. And hope that he can bring out a performance. Sleggers isn't playing well either, so we either bring on Angie or Brim. Brim, he's been asking for it, so let's bring him on and hope that he can make a bit of a difference for us. And I don't know how we have this many subs, but I'm just going to accept it and move on. And I think it's time. No, there you go. We've reached our max. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subs for some reason. But can't bring on Nishi, so hopefully these two up front can make a difference in the last 20 minutes or so. Nice. Vermeulen heads it back. We've just shouted encouragement. Dalhouse plays it back to Amivor. Up to Van der Sand. Oh, Brim. Oh my goodness, nearly. Demai? Yes! He gets there ahead of the keeper. I'm not sure how he got there ahead of everyone. He was miles behind, but that's 1-1 against FC Twente. Great head on by Van der Sand. I'm not sure why Demai ignored it, but Brim went in for a shot. Couldn't gather it. Everyone else just fell asleep. Demai was like, I'm on that. That's mine. And we might have a chance here. Oh my goodness, it's extra time. That's not good. We have a couple of players. Don't let the effort be for nothing, boys. Yes. We don't have any subs left, so we're just going to have to hope this team is what can bring it home. Cross in, smashed clear by Vermeulen. Thank you for playing well at least this game. But they still have it. Oh no. Here they come. Oh my goodness, how did he miss? It was easier to score than miss. 1 minute. From the looks of it, I do have a sub. Do I? Because if I do, Dalhouse can come off for Raz. Oh, we have a sub. Yes. He might make a bit of a difference, Raz. Okay, start the second half of extra time. I mean, it's going to be gutting if they score in this second half. Here they go. They want to get this sorted before penalties, don't they? Osterbrink, well done. Oh, lost by my Raz, yes. The lads are playing out their skin today. Mendoka, De Kersmaker, Van der Sand. Through to Demai. Demai! Oh, for goodness sake, that was so close. Okay, their free kick. They're holding on to the ball, coming down the wing. Oh, he passed his man, but Janssen, nice. Just hoofed clear, but wasteful, and they're straight back on us. No. What a save by Bertrams. What a save. If they score from this corner, unfair. Osterbrink, he's a tall defender, I think. He is smashing that out. No, come on. Hang in there, boys. Oh, I can feel the goal coming. Amivor out. Raz, run. On the counter. Now. Go. I don't know where I was shouting him to go. Raz in. Headed clear. Oh, my goodness. Penalties. It comes down to penalties. I did not see this coming. We don't really have penalty takers. I think we might have lost this one. But I might put Demai a little bit higher, actually. He's calm. He looks like he can take it. Take the pressure. Just going down the list of people who... Man, Janssen is so bad at penalties. Our goalkeeper is better than him. So let's hope it doesn't get down to him, hey? Team talk. We're underdogs here. Go surprise. Few surprises. Defenders, faith in you. Midfielders, faith in you. Attackers, faith in you. Penalties. Oh, this is so stressful. First penalty is them. Van Wolfswinkel. Great penalty. Smashes it. I don't think I've seen our keeper save a penalty before, so I think this is just... We're just here for the experience. Van der Sand, what a penalty. Top corner. Pick that out. Vlap. Hilarious name. Let's hope he doesn't score. Oh, he puts that one away fairly convincingly. So Van der Sand was our only penalty taker. From now on, no idea. Amivor, there you go. I knew it. We haven't got players that can score penalties. They do. Oh well. We really put in a good effort. And Bertrams probably needs to go to the training ground and figure out penalties a little bit more. Maybe work on them a bit. Demai. Yes, he was calm. He knew it. That's why I put him on. If they score this one, that's it. And there you go. No, wait. It's down to us. Oh, it's down to this one. Oh, who's... Oh, new boy, Mendoka. Mendonca even. I don't feel like he has... Oh, this is a bit harsh. What a goal. Lovely one, Mendonca. But it could all mean nothing if they score this one. If they miss this one, opportunity is there. Proper. So running up to take this kick. Okay. There you go. I tell you, Bertram's just ain't got that ability to him. He's not a penalty stopper, but can we just take a moment to appreciate that comeback? Bertrams and Demai were superb in this game, and just we deserved the win just for the ability we put in there. I'm going to be like, you did yourself proud, outstretched hands. Inspired and motivated. Like, these guys worked so hard through that game, and they deserved something from it. It's a shame that they didn't get it. I mean, if we had better penalty takers on, I didn't even think we were going to get there, so I didn't check how good our penalty takers how good they were. But like, if I'd have thought ahead and checked how good my penalty takers were, I'm sure we have, like, let's have a just quick look. It'll annoy me seeing this, but look at that. We've got Nishi, Van der Sand, Sleggers, Amivor. Like, Amivor missed though, so even if they're a good penalty taker, it doesn't mean that they're going to be putting them away. But if I had Nishi on and Sleggers, that could have been a different game. Could have been a whole different sort of deal. But you got to also think that Bertrams didn't get the save, so that's life. And hopefully you have enjoyed that as much as I have. That was a really good video, like episode. We got a couple of wins. Like we we got one win. Okay, let's calm down. We got one win. We got thrashed by Telstar right at the end of it. That was my fault. Bad tactics. And we held a I want to say Eindhoven for some reason. It's because who am I managing? Eredivisie, the Eredivisie club. We held them to extra time all the way to penalties. I think you got to be proud of that. So hopefully we can take that momentum of playing as well as we did. We're going to play through probably these next games and come back for the Excelsior, Top OSS, and Den Haag, because they're going to be very important games, especially the Top OSS, because they're down there with us. So that's going to be a really important game. So we'll play the next 5 games, come back, see what's happening, and then after that, we'll actually also over that time will be January, so we might even sell some players, bring some in, and then coming near the end, we'll probably play a load of games. So we'll probably play from here down and play the last 3, Telstar, Emmen, and Volendam, and then that'll be the end of the season sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully enjoying the way I'm recording it now. It's a little bit more content, like more of the season being played than if I was doing every game being videoed. It would just take way too long. So yeah, let me know what you think, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you.